Now let's introduce how to use the inclined probe of this ultrasonic flaw detector. First we click the button.
Menu.
And then select the channel.
然后呢，选
Here we choose the channel for our inclined probe, which is 4 MHz 8 times 960 degrees, corresponding to channel 4. At this point, 3 lines appear on the screen, from top to bottom, meaning the reject line, the quantitative line, and the evaluation line. Before measuring the workpiece, we need to input the thickness of the workpiece precise lie. At this time, we need to measure this weld. We input 20 millimeters. Here we input 20 millimeters and click OK. Then input the detection range.
要输一下探测范围。
At this time, this detection range is input based on the thickness of the workpiece. Here we can refer to this range. And here is the first wave area. And this is the second wave area. We need to see these two areas to be okay. We only need the detection range. And seeing the first wave area and the second wave area is enough. This area changes according to the thickness of this workpiece. Let's take a look. If it becomes 30, the detection range needs to be larger. We must see the first wave area and the second wave area, and leave some margin. Now we input 20. This is a bit large. We change it to a smaller value. Our instrument has been adjusted. We only need to input the thickness of the work piece and then the detection range is okay. We connect the probe. The other end, it can be connected to any interface. Now we need to measure the weld. We pull the weld in.
对开孔进行一个
A shape. Observe if there is a
咱们观察屏幕有没有波形。
waveform on the screen. At this time, we find a defect waveform. And we need to find the highest wave. After finding the highest wave, we need to interpret the waveform. First we use agate to enclose this waveform. Then the first downward arrow 7.6. The depth value represents this defect, coming from 7.6 millimeters below the workpiece surface. The horizontal value 45.23. We need to measure 45.23 with a ruler.
量一下 45.23
It is exactly inside the weld.
正好在焊缝里面。
Then at this time, we confirm that this waveform comes from the weld, which is the defect waveform. We can continue.
我们可以继续扫查。
Scanning. During the scanning process,
合计
we must apply coupling agent. We find another defect waveform. Then, according to the same method, we locate it.
按照刚才的方法对它进行定位。
If the horizontal value is exactly on the weld, we consider it to be a defect from the weld. Any defect beyond our reject line is unqualified and needs to be repaired. The area between the first line and the second line is called Zone 1. The area between the second line and the third line is called Zone 2. And the reject line above is called Zone 3. We think the weld below the first line is without problem. We can make an assessment in the area between the first and second lines. We can also Make an assessment in the area between the second and third lines. Any beyond the third line is considered red unqualified. This is the flaw detection process of the inclined probe.